Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new Normal World. I'm Dave Landau, and of course, with me is Angela.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
And joining me is my good friend. I've known him for many years. He's the host of the Tinfoil Podcast, but he also has a couple other ones we're going to mention. What are those? Please welcome Sam Tripoli.
Thank you, brother. It's good to be here. Look at your studio, brother. You're doing great things.
Thank you, sir.
Last time I saw you, you were doing a video about a genie having to give you a blowjob. And
Yes.
now you're doing high production, bro.
It was 2 blowjobs, and then he had to go back in the lamp forever, so they would never find out about it.
You've come a long way, brother.
Yes.
You've come a long way.
We played that at a film festival.
Yeah. What was the reaction?
I don't remember.
Did you get a standing O?
I think it was your film festival.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was. We played it at a naughty show,
Yes.
and I think it got a standing O. I think they called it our Schindler's List. I think that's what they said.
Yes, that's what it won, the Peabody there, P-E-E. It was that, and then there's that and Trauma Dance were the 2 places that played that.
Oh, the glory days.
Yes, sir. And what are the 2 podcasts that you wanted to mention?
I would love, everyone knows about Tinfoil Hat, and I'm very thankful. We just dropped a great episode with Michael Malice on
Great
that.
guy.
But Broken Simulation with myself and Johnny Woodard, and then Conspiracy Social Club with Brian Callen. Check those out. Those have been charting lately, and I just really love doing them. So if you're looking for a new podcast, those are 2 great podcasts. Broken Simulation and Conspiracy Social Club. Thank you.
Check those out. And also,
Check those out.
yesterday was National Hot Dog Day. I'm sure you knew that.
Yeah, how is every day a food day?
It is.
Yes.
It is. It is in our world now.
Why? Yeah, why? And we wonder why everybody's fat. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, hot dogs, oh, cupcake day. By the end of the month, it's like diabetes month.
Yeah.
Every month is diabetes month.
Yes, it's awareness. It's how you have to create the awareness for the
I'm
diabetes.
aware I have diabetes now.
By shoving food in your face all month long until you get to Awareness Month. Well, here's Mitt Romney to remind us of Hot Dog Month.
Well, as
Oh,
you
dang.
all know, today is National Hot Dog Day. And perhaps you also know that hot dog is my favorite meat. I love hot dogs. I love them in buns. I love them outside of buns. I love them with baked beans. I just like hot dogs. It's the best meat there is, without question. So to all of you who, like me, are celebrating National Hot Dog Day, congratulations to you, and may there be many, many more hot dogs served in our wonderful land.
That's a man who likes a bunless hot dog.
That hot dog was about to fall out.
Oh my God, dude. Like, just vamp, bro. Just go off. Just use your groundlings improv skills to just kind of talk.
Just do what you do best, Mitt.
Man, you're the funniest guy in Capitol. Just do you, bro.
Just off the top of your head. I like 6 hot dogs at a time. I pretend they're a basketball team. Do we have... Oh, we also, today's Lollipop Day. Did you know that?
Oh my God! Now, do they get along, the hot dog people and the lollipop people?
I doubt it. I bet they're competitors and fierce at that. Let's see who is we have it. Oh, Brian Stelter for Lollipop Day. Let's see what he did.
Hi, it's me, heterosexual former news anchor Brian Stelter, and today's National Lollipop Day. And I love lollipops. I love lollipops in buns, outside of buns. It's my favorite meat. These are super blows. They're my favorite. I like when you eat lollipops in front of me, and I like to swipe lollipops from kids like Yogi does picnic baskets. So I hope you enjoy National Lollipop Day as much as I do, because I'm going to be swimming in them, swimming deep in lollies. Ooh, this one's for you.
Oh God, the forehead was the best.
He's a beautiful man.
Now, how long does it take you to get into character? Do you Daniel Day-Lewis it? You just go to a cabin for a day? And
Yeah,
get lost in character.
Oh yeah, just blow guy. I just stop at any rest area.
Just watch training compilation porn over and over again until you get really.
I don't stop until that bald cap glues itself on. It's very exciting.
How excited were the hot dog people that the lollipop follows? You can just get phallic symbol after phallic symbol.
It is true. Is tomorrow like eggplant day?
Yeah, peach day or something.
Yeah.
They're all very sexual.
Kielbasa
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, cucumber days the next day. Just
Erotic Food Month.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
That's all it is.
Homoerotic Food Month, everybody.
Yeah.
It's like Gay Pride Month was enough. Now we also give you food you can shove in weird places.
Yes, yeah. It's
Keep it going.
It's emergency room month.
It's so true. There's
How
so
deep
many.
can you go, month?
Yeah. How did you accidentally fall on it month? Welcome. Well, today's also fortune cookie day.
What?
So that's why we're gonna do some topics out of fortune cookies. That's what I want to do with you.
Dude, this is so. You have so many monitors. I don't know where to look.
I don't either. That's the best part.
I don't.
I'm still learning.
Where are my eyes?
I'm not sure which one to look at, but let's see this. Let's see what we got here first. We have, okay, Sam and Machine Gun Kelly. I want to bring that up.
Oh, please do.
Okay. See, yeah, the last time I worked with you, because I guess, okay, there it is. That's a little delayed,
that's
but I'm
not it.
proud of everyone.
There it is.
That's my fault, though.
By the way, that's amazing that you could do that because I have no clue how to do picture and screen. So your production value is already better than mine.
Yes, I didn't do it.
It took us a while to get it up.
I'll be honest, I have no clue how we did
I
it
don't
either.
either. It's like let the intelligent people run everything.
Well, the last time I saw you, I remember the show was you invited me to the Comedy Store, and I know Matt Rife was on it, and Eddie Bravo was on
Yeah.
it.
So you got the whole spectrum of man.
It was the strangest line of people outside because they were wearing either Fight Like Hell shirts
Yeah.
or they were 18-year-old girls who had brought towels.
Yeah, and calling him daddy, like
Yeah.
that is a weird thing when you are an actual father and you hear adult people call other adult people daddy. I'm like, oh my God, do I got to change a diaper right now? What's going on?
Well, and I had never heard of Matt Rife, and then I was talking to him backstage, super nice kid or whatever.
Nicest guy.
Yeah, and he walks out and they go nuts, and I was like, oh, he's very famous, and I look him up real quick, and I was like, oh, he's very famous.
Oh, he just sold out a world tour in like 2 days.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And but when I was backstage, Machine Gun Kelly was running back and forth, and they're like, I think Sam's fighting him right now. I'm not really sure, which was the strangest conversation I think I've ever had. What happened? Because I remember he was like looking at me. I'm like, hey, I liked you in, what was it?
That
The
movie,
Motley
right?
Crue movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, you making fun of me? I'm like, I don't know, man.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, because he just seemed pissed at everyone in the room. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay, so I don't know what I can and cannot say on this show, so I'll just, if you got to beep it,
No,
beep it.
you're
So
good.
it's one or two bits he got mad at. It's either he got mad at my joke about how like this is the golden era of wiggers. This is like the greatest time ever to be in a wigger in America.
Okay.
Because like wiggers are the original trans, right? They're the first ones to transition.
I was the first. I'd seen the 90s.
Right?
I was completely persecuted for the way that I
You
mean,
could go anywhere.
dude, when I wore baggy pants, my dad was like, "Congratulations, you found a way to look shorter." I had earrings. I had
Scaring your grandparents.
yeah, I had 12-inch Sherwin Vegas in my trunk. So it was just like, dude, I was the worst.
What if teachers started just pushing kids in the wiggers, right? Like, with the trans stuff.
Yeah, you just go. Yeah, you
Do
can't.
you want to celebrate Kwanzaa? You think about Kwanzaa. Don't tell your parents about Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
They keep it between us.
Your elementary school kid or just your kindergarten kid's got his hat cocked to the side. He's selling fake dime bags of Play-Doh. He's a 90s wigger for some reason.
I know. That is the peak of wigger. No, actually today's the peak of wigger, but that was the last golden era.
Well, that
But-
was the beginning,
Yeah.
I'd say. So like,
Yeah.
some people lasted. Like, do you ever see like a 60-year-old wigger? And you're like, dude, you didn't even give it up. Like I probably look kind of like one right now, but like when you're at a gas station and like the guy is still white wearing a FUBU tracksuit he got in '94, you're like, look at you.
And like third base is still going at it, dude. They're still wiggering it up. Or the other joke was when Bobby Lee's fans all thought I bullied him, and then they were all in my DMs calling me. So that was it. So it was one of those two jokes. I don't know which one it was. And so I said it. He came in the back. And, you know, there's a lot of times that, you know, famous people will be at the store and they think they got to be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at the Mecca of comedy. Let me be a comic. And they say stupid stuff.
Yeah, because Machine Gun Kelly seems hilarious.
Right? Like, that's the craziest thing ever. Like you're gonna go to the Comedy Store and get a comedian's like face, like at the Comedy Store. That's like me going to the gathering of the Gigolos and getting in fucking an Insane Clown Posse.
I like that it's Juggalos, but the way you pronounced it was funnier.
I don't even know what is it called. The gathering, whatever it is. I'm not up on my fucking Wigger rock concerts, but the point is,
I just grew up in the Detroit area. So.
Is that
You know what I'm saying?
offensive? Did I commit?
No, you didn't at all.
blasphemy?
No, not to me.
Okay.
But there are some people with hatchet men tattoos that are
Dave
not
is a
thrilled
secret
right now.
juggalo. Don't let him trick
Hey,
you.
dude,
I may
I'm
have
cool.
played one in a movie. I did for real.
Each their own, dude. But so he came in the back, and I didn't know if he was joking at first, so I just kind of went with it. And you could see a celebrity and be blown away.
Yeah.
Like when Roddy Piper came to the Comedy Store, I was like, this is the greatest day of my life.
I can't imagine.
I was like, every childhood memory was based on this guy. And think about it. Like the first podcast was Piper's Pit. So I was like, this guy invented podcasting, if you think about it. So I was like, that was a big moment. Like Machine Gun Kelly holds no value to me. Like there's nothing that I'm like, oh my God. But I
love your music.
I love the 8 different styles that you do now, depending on which way the wind's going, right?
I love how you dress like a girl.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So he comes up to me and it starts getting in my face. He's like, you look like you, and at first I think he's joking, and you could see me in the video laughing because I think he's just joking around.
Right.
And then I start to realize he's really serious.
But does he think it's because there was a gangster named Machine Gun Kelly? And then he's not a lanky.
No, he's believes this character that he's playing.
Because he's a lanky blonde boy. I saw him.
He's he looks like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
He's like a giant scarecrow.
He looks.
Hot Topic scarecrow.
With hair
That's the
plugs
joke.
as well.
Yeah, he looks like somebody
He has
you would.
plugs?
Yes.
Dude,
yeah.
I have a buddy with plugs. I'm like, that's going a little too crazy.
Well,
for
he
me.
looks like a guy who would play, on Sunset Strip, and you'd see in a Sunset Strip comedy club, which is
100%.
where I saw him.
Okay,
That's why I didn't know it was Machine Gun Kelly until I was like, "Who's that guy?" And they're like, "Machine Gun Kelly."
So what
And
year was this?
This was in January.
Yeah, this
year.
Yeah, it
and
was a few months ago.
Oh shit.
And
Okay.
it was the week that his wife booted him. So he's having
Megan
a bad
Fox.
week.
He was having a bad week. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, fair.
So he comes in the back. He gets in my face. Security. Okay, let's keep going. And I knew that he was the GM's guest. So I'm a crazy person, but I'm not an asshole. I'm respectful, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be disrespectful to the GM. So I just let go. He goes in the back. He's smoking weed with our sponsors, shit talking me the whole time, and everyone's like, "No, dude, you got it wrong. And Sam's a nice guy." The whole time I'm on stage just ripping him a new asshole in front of the sold out crowd. Just ripping him like what a piece of shit this guy is, right? So he leaves, he gets out, he goes back. Apparently his crew tells him that I was ripping him. He comes back around. Now he's brought his crew, and his whole crew looks like a mini Savage Garden. You remember Savage Garden?
Oh, yeah.
Like that 80s, that 90s, fucking punk.
Yeah, it was
punk
like
rock.
this a weird transition almost. It was almost like, the damn Yankees
Yeah,
at the very end.
like weird collars with nail paintings and little spiked hair. And I'm like, they all look like day shift strip bar DJs, right?
Right, yeah.
Right? And they're backing him up. And I'm like, I'm going to fuck you and your whole crew up. But again, it's just I'm like, what's going on here, dude? What is going on here? Why are you doing this? Will you talk shit? I'm like, yeah, man, it's the Comedy Show. So get the fuck out of here. So again, security grabs him. They move him along. I go in the back. He's about to leave. And they're like, come on, just take a picture with him. So he starts doing this thing. And I'm like, okay, I'll play. I start doing this, right?
Take a picture.
Yeah, they were both giving fingers.
Yeah, that's his thing.
And I was standing next to Dave Yates at the time, and Eddie Bravo had just gotten there. So he had his gang of Stone Temple Pilots, and then you had a real fighter. And it's and you're throwing up fingers to each other. And I'm like, I don't think they like each other right now, though. This feels like a forced thing.
It was just the Comedy Store wanted to put it out. And then I just got murdered by all the conspiracy theorists that I'd sold my soul to the darker Carl. And I was just I was just trying to play nice to get him the fuck out because he had to go to Paris. And, and now look what's happening in Paris. They're rioting. So it's I feel like.
It's for tickets to his show.
bad music, they're burning it down.
It's funny that the nice guy backstage is the one that's selling out arenas now. That I was randomly talking to. I didn't even know he was, though. I was like, that tall blonde guy looked, oh, yeah, that's Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, that's nice. Like, he's married to Megan Fox, and they're like, I don't know if he is right now.
Yeah, she booted him.
Okay, I was wondering what happened
Imagine
that night.
being Megan Fox that hot, and then this fucking Hot Topic scarecrow cheats
I
on
don't
you.
get it. I feel like she's got, like, she was married to Brian Austin Green and stuff. I feel
Yeah.
like she's going through some kind of midlife weird situation. I don't know.
So here's the whole thing. Like, I'm not a big name in any way. I have a little like fame with a small group of people for sure, but the crazies do come out. So I can't imagine being a really hot chick. And the only people who have balls to hit on you are the psychopaths. That's why they go fucking nuts. Because like a normal guy's like, oh, she's too hot for me. I don't do it. Crazy guy's like, I'll have her sleep in my tent with me. She can have the whole tent, right?
Yeah, like, I got a truck. There's 2 seats. Right? You want to live above a bowling alley? Come on, Megan.
That's all they take shots at them.
Oh, yeah, and they try to find. That's what we're talking about. Where they're like, she got toe thumbs. That means she's attainable. And you're like, dude, she's not though. You're never gonna have sex
But
with
she
Megan
is.
Fox.
But look what's happened.
Yeah.
She is.
Because that's the only ones who hit on her. Fucking haunted scarecrows. That's it.
But he's still a guy. He's a haunted scarecrow that's still famous though.
Right, right.
Like it's still.
Right, but there's different fame. There's
Yeah.
like cool fame, and then there's like Machine Gun Kelly fame.
Yeah, there's the guy who tried to rap battle with Eminem, which is not the guy you want to go at first.
You have to fully change your whole musical genre.
Yeah, when he did that, yeah, he did have to change his style after that.
You got excommunicated from rap.
Yeah, they were like, no, dude.
You got banished to the realms of teen pop.
Like, wouldn't you at least just go after somebody else, anybody else in rap? Maybe somebody who hasn't practiced in a
What's
while.
the name of
like Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, that would have been epic.
Yeah. If he just started trashing Vanilla.
Dude, Machine Gun Kelly versus Vanilla Ice would be our Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk.
It would have been
battle.
perfect.
That would have been the best. We would tune in, dude.
And then Vanilla would have won.
Vanilla can
lanky-
drop bars.
Lanky motherfuckers. Yeah.
He can drop bars,
Then
bro.
we'd watch MGK's home renovation show.
That's next in line.
Machine Garden Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly. Oh God! I'm just waiting for the blowback because
People will get mad because they love him. And well, I bought a friend tickets to his show because his daughter wanted them, and I was a gift. So there you go. I've supported you, and I actually did like The Dirt. Everybody else hated it, but I was kind of entertained by it.
What's The Dirt?
The Motley Crue movie.
Oh really?
Because I like
was
the
in
book.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played. I think he played. Did he play Tommy Lee? I think he played Tommy Lee in it. I didn't say I loved it that I remembered all of it, but he was good in it. I thought Pete Davidson was good in it. There's parts of it that were good.
Yeah, it's just a movie of skinny dudes.
But I was like, he's just standing
With
next to
weird
me,
energy.
so I thought I'd compliment him, and he just was all mad and like running back and forth.
But yeah,
at
that's
you.
the energy right there. Hey man, you were great in that movie. Are you talking shit to me? Like, what is going on in your life?
Right.
Like, how much success do you have to just take a compliment?
I think it's hard. I think there is that element though of like fame where everybody's shitting on you so constantly.
Yeah.
Where like your only reaction is defense.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if somebody's like, "Hey, I love your new song," would you say?
Everything shields up, shields up.
Yeah, like there's no way you can just enjoy
Hey,
anything
you know where the
anymore.
belly room is? Shields up. You talking shit to me?
Oh, yeah, I really thought how you played that character. I was a big fan of the book. Would you say? I'll take you out. And you're like, but I don't think you will.
Savage Garden.
Dude, you're 6'8" and you weigh 83 pounds.
Dude, that's the whole thing. Like, what are you doing? Who are you fighting?
You're made of wicker.
Your nails are polished. What are we doing here? You're wearing pink.
That was the best, that meme that said, when he got married, it said, it looks like he changed his name to just Kelly.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. And dude, just the property value of her vagina just dropped. Just dropped. It went on Zillow from like $1 million to like easy payments. Come in and grab this condemned building.
Yeah, it's like right at the worst part of Encino. Anyway, Let's look up some more stuff. Let's crack open a cookie. Oh, and Machine, if you're watching, obviously, if you went backstage and were screaming about a joke, you can clearly take one.
Yeah, right. I wonder how it played with him and what was the scenario going to go.
Look, if you ever run back and correct a comedian, this is that's what you deserve.
Yeah,
you deserve the comedian.
At a comedy club, 100%.
Dude, the comedian is allowed to make fun of you on stage. If you're like, I need to talk to the guy who said something on stage that I didn't care for.
Yeah.
Why? I'm very famous.
Imagine being so upset at all the shit that people say about you and then doing that in real life, going back and basically internet trolling, but in real life.
To a guy who has to put up with crap.
Yeah.
Just like you do.
100%.
And especially like if I'm at a level where it's like, look, Machine, I have to actually, can I call you Machine? I'm at a level where I still have to look at it.
Can I call you Machine?
Just Gun? What do you want? Call me Kelly. All right, so we got this. Oh, let's do this one. Cocaine sharks. I don't know if you know about this. Marine biologists, they are worried in Florida because narcotics are being dumped in the ocean by smugglers constantly.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, constantly outside of what is the city? Or Fort Lauderdale, right?
So people are
No, not
throwing
Fort
out
Lauderdale.
coke.
Okay, so swimming, yeah, they're coming. Do you have a photo of any of the sharks? Yeah, they're throwing out cocaine. There it is. We have an actual photo of the shark.
Oh my God. That shark is so tweaked out.
Yeah, so this is proof. Right there is an actual photo of the sharks. Right outside. It's mainly cocaine and a lot of AIDS medication. It's smothered in prep.
Oh my God. Smothered in Hey, dude. You know what's so funny? Like, do you ever watch Sports Center?
Yeah.
Like, it's really slow in summer now. So, like, Sports Center will start off with WNBA highlights.
Yes.
And then the first commercial will be like a prep commercial.
It's just a woman getting out of Russian jail.
So it's just like gay men with AIDS love fucking Sports Center, right? It's like, who are your demographics when you have an AIDS medication and women's basketball opening up?
It's all there is. They're like, guys, it's the summer. We got to get some sponsors. What are you thinking? I got prep. That's it.
We got this thing for gay men. They don't have to wear condoms anymore.
Yeah, it's great.
We got this great barebacking medication. You're gonna love it.
We have prep. We have knee pads. We have lower back wipes. Is there anything sports related? Yeah, we pretend the knee pads are for sports. This is Sports Center.
Oh my God, dude. That shark just coked out of his mind.
It's messed up because like that's the thing I want to ask you about because you do the conspiracy stuff and all the cocaine coming over and it's something that we should talk about seriously on the show.
Yeah.
Do you think that is?
Oh, we're gonna get serious for a moment.
Yeah, we could get serious. Okay. I put on a
Natural
sweater.
transition.
Welcome to the serious part of the show.
Welcome to the serious part. As we talk about coked out sharks. Could you imagine though, like that thing wouldn't stop.
Yeah, dude. But it wouldn't eat anything. It's too coked out to eat.
It's just gonna rip you apart.
It's just singing aggressively.
It's just hitting you with its nose.
It can't get hard.
It just doesn't speak the language.
It's just pissed. It's got baby dick. It's just angry, but it's got business ideas.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, dude, I got an idea to sell more prep.
Yeah. Listen, hear me out. Look, if you're not busy tomorrow, I think we could do something. I just need a little bit of capital, all right? Like, we're going to get up early at like 10 a.m. That's every coked out night. We're going to get up as early as possible, and we're going to start a business.
We just need $500,000, and this thing's a go.
Yeah.
This thing's a go.
And at 3 p.m., your nose is bleeding. You have no money. You're not even friends with who you talk to.
You just placed a $1,000 bet on the Sparks.
Yeah.
You're such watching the Gambler. You're betting on the WNBA because it's the only highlights you got SportsCenter right now.
Yeah, you're sitting through a prep commercial just to get the score.
You're going nuts because your flipper won't reach your nose to rub it Hunter Biden style.
Yeah. You're also getting an AIDS test because you didn't even use the commercial's advice you saw that day. You have no idea you were with the night before.
Oh, God. Coked out shark is the best.
Yeah, coked out sharks are good.
It beats cocaine pear, I think.
Yeah,
Who
cocaine.
wins in a fight, though? Coke shark or cocaine bear?
I guess cocaine bear? Because he's land? I
It's
don't
hard.
know.
Yeah, the water land makes it difficult to say. Because
Okay,
it's
I got another animal. Methed out gorilla. Who wins in there?
methed out gorilla.
Methed out
say
gorilla.
Gorilla, but be careful because on this show, I accidentally called the chimpanzee a gorilla, and I got a real what's for by some of the. I'm not even kidding.
What?
Yeah, I said that do you remember the chimpanzee, to get it right, who at the old Navy chimp that ate the woman's face?
Oh yeah, they love to eat face and rip dicks.
Yes, and this was especially the Xanaxed out one that drank wine because that's what you should do with a chimp. And it got like gunned down in the driveway after eating the woman's face, and the woman who still looks like she had the first face transplant. Sorry, you never want to.
Did she die?
No, I guess she's still alive, which has gotta suck.
Yeah,
Just kill me at that point.
Listen, I've always said this. Like,
You gotta think every morning when you wake up and
there
look in the
used
mirror.
to be a guy who went to the Comedy Store with no face.
Really?
What do you
He
mean
had
no face?
From his nose down, his face was gone. And he
What?
would just go on stage and do stand-up like nothing had happened.
He
to
didn't
his
mention
face.
it at all?
Never.
It wasn't even
kind
a
of
crutch
awesome.
for his act.
Nothing. I mean, if you want to win America's Got
Yeah.
Talent, dude,
Right.
no face is the way to go.
He should be.
should.
He should be playing Caesars
Yeah.
right now with a puppet.
I like
guy.
that he just doesn't mention it at all. He's
Never.
good for
Never.
him.
And then, like,
like
Don
that.
Barris said he once saw him making out with some chick. I'm like, oh my God.
I can't.
She was
remember
missing
what
this
that
part.
Yeah, I mean,
They
there's
fit
some
like
chicks.
puzzle pieces.
are just like, I'm going to sling some sympathy pussy right now.
Yeah,
Like,
they're-
this
Good for them.
no-face guy.
They're-
Good for you.
they're
He
good.
just mouths your fucking.
Did he ever say what happened?
Well, it was either they tried to kill himself and it didn't work, or he got caught like in a rudder in a boat, like
Either way.
Oh.
something like that. Yeah,
Shit.
no, there's no good way that happened.
To
by the
lose your
way.
whole
There's
face.
like a Care Bear came up and licked him his face off. Aw,
That is also.
that's so adorable. I mean, if you gotta go one way, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's actually the saddest part. If you were like, a panda licked me, but then it had some horrible face-eating disease.
It had syphilis. It was
Rated.
a like
You got
panda.
panda syphilis on your face? By the way, that's the commercial after the prep commercial. It's for those who suffer from panda syphilis.
It's just one panda. It's like, I'm sorry.
By the way, dude, in LA, there are now giant billboards for uncurable syphilis. Like
Are you
they're
serious?
advertising it.
Like it's new and
Like-
it's not curable.
Like, Come
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
like yeah.
It's just
Coming
They're
this
advertising
summer.
it.
it's just Al Capone.
Piss fire forever.
It's just Al Capone fishing in his pool.
Did he have syphilis?
Yes, that's how he
Okay.
died.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Shit,
he
I didn't
died of
know that.
syphilis. Yeah.
The silent killer.
Yep. Yeah, he had syphilis, and that's how he died. Because it was before they had the cure, which is apparently also now.
The band, The Cure.
I-
Yeah,
well,
I
because-
guess if there's incurable syphilis, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Like, imagine if the doctor's like, "You have syphilis," and you're like, "Good, that's curable," and he's like,
Not this one.
Not this one.
"Not this kind."
This
Winner,
is the one
winner.
you've seen on the billboards.
Chicken dinner.
The new one. It's exclusive.
God, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are they just denying the cure now?
No, I just think that people have been like, I think it's Neil Brennan's joke or Ari Shaffir. I forget who does the joke, but it's about like, isn't like syphilis only lasts for like 7 days or something like that? And like,
Mine was a while.
if everybody just stopped fucking for 7 days,
Yeah.
we
That's
could
never-
get rid
yeah,
of
it would
this
never
whole-
happen.
It's never gonna happen
No,
ever.
no. One guy's gonna ruin it for everybody, and then actually, 1 million guys are gonna ruin it for
But
everybody.
the notion that like that billboard's gonna do any kind of break check on a guy who's about to go do some shit where he could get uncurable syphilis.
No, he could be walking into a massage parlor called Raw, and he'd be like, "Well, it's too bad."
It sucks for them. I'm a superhero. I'll never get that.
Yeah, he could be walking into a brothel called Uncurable Syphilis. Oh, that's disgusting. So if you're out there, remember,
out there.
wear a condom. So it's probably just so strong, the penicillin
Are
or
people
whatever.
still wearing condoms?
I don't know. I don't have sex.
Yeah, I mean, I just would rather sleep. Right? It's just
Yeah.
like, I just want to go to bed.
Not at the age where I mean, it's occasional, I guess.
But hold on, when you go on the road, do you you've done the road for a while?
Every 10 years.
Yeah. Do you just go to bed? Do you just go back to the hotel room?
Oh, yeah. I don't care. I mean, I don't drink or do drugs or anything.
Yeah. So it's just like go back and just scroll on Instagram.
Yeah, that's all I do. Or honestly, I read a book.
What are you reading right now?
Currently?
Yeah.
It's a few. I'm trying to think of the one that I just started. It's a book by a guy called Summer in Murdertown. And it's a guy who's in a heavy metal band out of Flint. And I was just on a podcast with him. So that's why I just started reading it. It's actually really good.
And
I
it
would
was a
recommend
murder?
it. No, it's just because it was a horrible city.
And everybody just got
it's just
murdered?
about his band. Yeah. But
Why,
it's
and why would you live in Murder Town, by the way?
Flint. It wasn't a choice. It's sort of just where he landed.
Have you noticed that nobody ever brags about the good stuff that's in their city? It's always the most negative shit.
It is, and I know that from being a Detroiter.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Well,
No-
I try to make it sound good. I guess.
No one's like, we got the most art museums per capita on
Yeah.
anywhere. It's like, dude, you get raped more here than anywhere else.
Yeah, and they'll tell you. We got the most house fires of anywhere. Yeah, that is Detroit, too. It's like, every night before Halloween, you burn down every house and shoot people in the face. It's called Devil's Night. God, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's so sad, and no one can move.
And people always want to one-up each other on how awful their city is.
Oh, that's all. Like, dude, you go to a city, everyone brags it's the meth capital of the world, right? Everyone, like, they really do need a meth Olympics to find out where is the mecca of meth.
I'm so glad I was never a meth guy. Like, but people do because Detroit.
I was a speed guy,
Yeah, you were a speed guy.
which is meth, but you don't want to be a meth head. You want to be a speed guy.
See, speed accidentally may have fallen into the ecstasy I took.
Yeah.
But it was never deliberate that I did it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I knew.
Yeah, but you haven't done drugs forever, right?
No, very long time.
So you weren't even for Adderall and things like that.
No, I did Adderall.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Adderall was around.
Well, how long
though.
you been sober?
13 years.
So well, I guess you were getting some of the new stuff, but like when meth first showed up, like when I was in college, like it was
14. Sorry.
it was all bathtub shit. like all my friends, I had a bunch of friends doing it, and they just started to lose their minds like instantly. I'm like, I'm never doing that. And then I have a joke about like the worst part about doing a line of coke is when you realize, fuck, that's crystal meth. You ever done that? And, you're like, goodbye, next 4 days of my life, right? And that's what happened. And so we were off and we were running, but it's like this new stuff, and this is my opinion on weed now. Like the weed now is like methy.
Well, it seems to cause.
It's not just
drug.
weed.
Depending on who it is, it seems to cause some kind of like. There seems to be like and I know people get pissed when you talk about it, but it's like even therapists will say like, look, they don't have an issue with pot at all, but it's like there's certain kinds that will have a psychotic reaction depending on the quantity.
100%, bro.
And that's just what I've heard from therapists that are like, listen, if you smoke weed, and I'm like, I don't. And they're like, listen, Dave, if you do. And I'm like, but I don't. And they're like, no, I know you don't drink, but like, listen. I'm like, but I don't. And they're like, listen, Dave. I'm like, but because they know that I'm addicted to stuff, and they
Yeah.
won't prescribe me anything I need.
Okay, come on, I won't get hooked on this one. What else are you addicted to? Like, is there anything like when I got sober the first time, I was addicted to buying domain names. Like I just couldn't stop buying domain names on GoDaddy. I have like 300 of them, and I can't let any of them go.
Oh boy, I've had issues with shopping, gambling, all kinds of stuff. But I mean, my main thing was, alcoholism, big time. I mean, alcoholism and drugs. That was my main thing, and cocaine. And then, but alcoholism was my number one biggest problem ever.
Yeah, it was
Like that was the main go-to. I still look at it and I'm like, well, yeah, that's the answer to all my problems.
Yeah.
It's
Everything will work out now.
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, food. I mean, look at me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I do work out, but it's like still, I will work out and then I will immediately stop at a place where I'm like, what ruins what I just did? There's still that part of me that no matter what I do, I can't control it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to do everything in an extreme. That's my problem. Everything's an extreme. I can't just be moderate. Like, it's so hard for me.
I work out to maintain, meaning like I'll work out and then eat like shit, so it balances itself out.
That's what I do.
Right?
Like, I basically just hope I don't have a heart. It's every night I'm like, God, don't let my heart stop. I have a son. Good night. Like,
Please let this not be the night of the long sleep.
yeah.
Do not go quietly into that night. Oh yeah, the worst. Like my new thing is like I've quit Coke, like the soda.
Yeah.
Because that was my thing. I just loved it. And I'd be like, I'm not doing drugs. And then I would just get like
Sugar.
AIDS bloated fat. Like, right, where you just get that fat gut thing going. Yeah.
Yep, you
That's the
betcha.
AIDS blow, bro. That's what you get. So I had to quit that too. So I'm doing that 75 hard, but I've given up on everything. They're like, read 10 pages, work out twice a day. I'm like, I'm 50. You cannot work out
You
twice
look
a day.
great for 50, though.
Yeah,
I forget
I mean,
you're 50.
It's still 50.
Yeah, I'm 41, and I feel like...
You look great.
I feel like I'm 68, though.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Every morning when I wake up, like, I have that thing where your bones pop.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, you just hear noises.
Oh,
Because, like,
yeah.
I have rods in this knee, so the second I stand on it, I'm like, oh, God. Like, just every morning, it just hurts.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
I
I
pulled
got-
muscles sleeping.
Yeah, and I got rods in this because I slipped on keg beer
When did you get that done?
when I was 19.
Oh, yeah. So that is like old metal, too.
Yeah, like, it's not advanced.
Yeah,
And
this
you
is
can
antique shit.
Yeah,
in
you can see the holes in my
Damn
leg.
Sam.
Right?
Yeah.
You should bring that to the antique antique roadshow and see what you can get for
They're
it.
just appraising it.
Okay, man, this is a 1995.
They don't even make these anymore.
We'll give you 2 nickels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes with Harry S. Truman's or whatever.
What
Wheelchair.
Nazi laboratory
Or
did they
whatever.
work on you
Yeah,
at?
he's got a mangala.
It's made out of the femur of a little twin boy.
Kids. No, it was funny too because when I slipped on it, I was making fun of my friend for being fat at the time. Oh, the irony of karma! But he tackled me, and my body went one way and my leg went the other. So we were like joking around, but we were on a linoleum floor. And I've always been shorter, so I'm like, they're like, should we go to the hospital? I'm like, nah, you just carry me around. So like my 2 friends carried me around while I drank the party. Then I drove home with a broken leg, so I'm like breaking, not even with like my left leg. I'm just like, and I'm still like drunk. And then finally my friend's like, dude, let me drive you to the hospital. And everything that you could hit with my leg in a wheelchair, he did. Like the drinking fountain, the check-in desk. There were doctors coming out of a door that slammed into my leg again. So whatever damage was originally done was 100 times worse by the time I had the operation.
Yeah.
So I tore every ligament in my leg and then
my
busted my
God.
kneecap in half. And it's like, anytime I tell somebody that, they're like, "What? Did you play football?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played a lot
Kegger.
of football."
You got your leg broken at a kegger.
At a kegger. And then
Was it a beer ball kegger? These kids don't even know about beer balls.
oh, that's true. They don't. No, it was not a beer ball kegger, but it was just a standard, $5.
What is a beer ball kegger? I'm not.
Right? You
I don't
guys
know.
never, dude. There used to be these plastic beer balls that you bring out in the middle of like the forest when you were young.
Oh, okay,
And you
okay.
just drink in the wild.
Okay.
What we did in Detroit was we always would do the $5 all you can drink. I don't know if you did that, but it was you just go down to the ghetto and you get a keg, and then they'd of course sell it to you for this jacked up price that you were like, yeah, it's only $90 for this thing, of course. And then you sell it to all your friends for $5, and then you just keep trading it in, and that's what we did. Like
Dude, you guys had a system, dude.
Oh yeah, we had it. Well, it was great to be near Detroit because no one cared. It was
yeah,
the
it was lawless.
Yeah, there was 4 cops and they all killed people for the mayor. So it was fine.
That was the worst gang.
Yeah, that was. Dude, they
You got
were.
gangs there? Yeah, cops.
Yeah, they're rough. They will hurt you.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, even the guy, I believe the police chief. I don't want to talk out of. It was either the police chief or somebody. Maybe you can look it up. Of Detroit, just got fired for getting sexually serviced by a prostitute in Detroit.
The mayor?
It wasn't the mayor. I think it was the chief of police or.
Chief, yeah, suspended over
Unbelievable.
alleged affair with, it says officer.
Oh, was it an officer? Because I
She was
thought.
an internal affairs officer.
Oh,
Maybe
an
she
internal
was
affairs?
No, wait, this is
undercover
old. This is
hooker.
old. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there's so many.
There's a lot of them.
I would say, yeah, it was like a police
8 days
captain
ago.
or something.
Former chair of Detroit's Police Oversight Board.
So okay, yeah.
Resigns amidst following sex worker scandal. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I think he was like Instagramming it.
Wayne County Sheriff's Office.
What, he was Instagramming his...
Like there's photos
Caught
of
with a
him.
sex worker by undercover cops.
Yeah. Which
By the way, is there any bigger piece of shits than Vice cops?
I know. Like really, what are you busting
What
the
do
guy
you
for?
fucking do? Like, dude, when they ran out porn out of L.A., like they were like, dude, you wear condoms and you know we're gonna make sure you wear condoms, and like they were gonna send cops to porn shoots,
It says he was caught engaged in a
right?
sex
Like
act.
to make sure you're wearing a condom. Yeah. Like, whose shit list are you on when you're on condom patrol?
How do you go undercover like that? You're like, I'm Bob. I'm a gaffer.
It was
Yeah,
in a
like, why
sex
are you
act.
getting-
I'm catering.
So he was caught in
I'm
his
serving pigs in a
vehicle.
blanket on a set of pigs in a blanket.
It was 7:15 a.m. That's too early.
That is early. That's how you get caught when
Yeah.
you're like
In his
"Oh."
what
Yeah, if you're doing your Vice at 7:15 in the morning, you
It's
have
too
a
early.
problem.
I
For
mean,
a prostitute?
I do admire the early bird spirit.
What prostitute is awake at 7:15 a.m.?
Ones that never went to bed.
yeah, you're just still up.
When I was
That's
like,
still you do not want. That's after a shift.
dude, I would always relapse. And like I would just be like, oh, I would get rid of all the numbers in my phone, and then I would be like, I want to get fucking, and I'd have no drug dealers, so I just drive around looking for hookers, to buy drugs off, and I just knew if you're street rolling, if you're doing a whole roll at 7 in the morning, you're the shadiest of shadiest. All like the responsible fucking hookers have gone to bed.
Yeah.
Like if you're up slinging it,
If you have any self-worth,
you've already gone to bed, you made your money, call it a night. If you're walking the streets at 7 in the morning
You had a
doing the
bad night.
work rush, you have only a couple days left on this planet.
Oh yeah.
I once got
Yeah.
robbed by the same hooker twice in one day trying to buy drugs. That's a true story.
Did you recognize her?
I was
disguised.
driving around. I'm like, fuck, I want to go.
you're-
I want to relapse. I knew like, okay, man, you know the hookers have drugs. I'm
Did
like,
she
hey,
change wigs?
no. So what happens is I was like, can you help me get some fucking drugs? She's like, yeah. So I gave her like $60. I'm like, keep half, give me something. So we drove around. She's like, okay, I'm going to get it here. She grabs her purse. I'm like, oh, that's never good. But okay, she grabbed her purse. She goes up. I wait like an hour. I'm like, okay, she's robbing me at this point. And I'm like, fuck, but I still want drugs. So I kept driving around. Then I saw her again. And I'm like, no one would ever do it twice. No one in humanity would ever do it twice.
She thought the same of you
Yeah,
stopping.
she's like, there's no way this guy's stopping again.
she was telling all the girls about it later on.
Yeah,
She
she's
was
like,
dumb.
this white boy came back again.
What'd you do? I robbed him.
Was it Cardi B?
Yeah, that's true. No, he wasn't unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love that she could be like, yeah, I robbed guys. Everyone's like, you go, girl.
Oh, I
You
know.
go, girl.
That's where we're at now too, where they're proud of it. They're
Yeah.
like, no, that's just her, but that's her standing up for herself. It's like, yeah, you should. We're talking about vice
You're
cops.
standing up for yourself.
Talking about vice cops, like, yeah, you should take out a lot of people involved in the sex trafficking industry, but it's like, why are you doing go after the people going after kids and stuff?
Well, yeah,
and I admit it, like in the 90s, we were scumbags. Like we would absolutely we had those Nokia phones that would like beep and stuff. So our friends would pull up, and it was on Woodward and 8 Mile in Detroit, and there'd be like this place, and all these hookers would stand out at night. So they would come up and it would just hit the Nokia like you were a cop, and you just run and watch their balls bounce out of their dresses. And you'd have like another car throwing pennies at them. Now, I realize this is wrong, but at a time when you're a teenager, it's kind of hilarious.
It's hilarious. Any other time in the history of life, it's hilarious.
Yes, I realize now that it's wrong, but then to watch balls bounce out of a dress.
Listen, teach your own. I don't care. The funniest thing are the trans that look like Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, they were not. They were not disguised.
Yeah.
You were like, you would pull up and be like, "This is hilarious."
Can you at least shave?
Because this was in the '90s, and it was a guy who was just so broken. He was like, "I gotta buy a dress to keep this habit going." It wasn't to be brave. It was because it was the opposite, really.
So I knew a guy. So this is a funny story. So back in the day, I started comedy in Vegas. It was, Doug Stanhope kind of started the scene, and he left, and I came there, and I kind of built the scene up after that. And one of the comics there was called the Convicts Comic, and he was like do all convict jokes, and like one time he did a whole album where he just talked into a microphone and then just put like canned laughter behind it. He's like, I got an album. I'm like, oh my god. But he was hilarious. He had the greatest, like, none of his act could fly today, and I could do some jokes right now, but we'd all get in trouble. But so he eventually, like, I'm like, what happened to the Convicts Comic? And then like it just starts coming out that he just became like a trans hooker in New Orleans, and he was
So he just went down the road of his jokes. He just turned into one of his punchlines.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis did.
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis did. 100%, dude. He's like, I gotta do research for this character. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of into This Is Awakened. Something.
Yeah, I started thinking about it. I listened to my old album and all that canned laughter.
That gets in the brain.
Oh, man. Well, we are about to run out of time. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show.
I feel so bad we didn't get to any subject.
I think we had fun, though.
Yeah, it was fun.
I had the best time.
You have to come back and talk to us
anytime.
about conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, I really want you to come back on and talk about conspiracy. Will you come back, I hope?
Anytime.
Dude, I really appreciate you coming out, man.
Anytime. I loved it.
You can see me this weekend. I'm at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, the 21st and 22nd.
Bro, your flyers are the best.
Thank you.
They are the best.
I try to just
They are so fun. Who does that for you?
It's a few people, but on the DL, there's I can't say everybody who, but I will tell you off camera.
But it's really good, dude.
Because they just don't want people to hit them up, but you could, because you know the person.
Yeah, okay, but it's really good.
Yeah, I'm thrilled every time I get one. Even today, I got the Barbie one. It's me as Barbie, and then I put Barbie girl to it, and I just was like, look at it.
You're beautiful as Barbie.
I know. It's weird that my face fits so many
really
things,
did.
and it's gross. It's a little MGK. And then where can we find you, man? Again, I want everybody to know, because I've done your podcast. They're all great, but what are the ones you want?
Thank you. If you want, just go to samtripoli.com for all my dates. I have some great dates coming up. I'm in I'm in Idaho next weekend, and then I'm in Boise, then I'm in Ventura, then I don't know how this happened. I'm playing a opera house in Broadbrook. Houdini played here, so it's like we're going from magic to well-crafted dick jokes. And then we just Eddie Bravo, myself, Xavier Guerrero, we're going to be at the Cutting Room in New York City. We just had that. That's the August 12th and 13th, Connecticut, then New York City. And just all my dates, Sam Tripoli. And again, check out Broken Simulation, and then just check out Conspiracy Social Club with Brian Callen. I love the shows, and I love doing this show. Thank you.
Dude, thank you for coming on. And there's a new TikTok trend coming out that we're going to end on. Or not coming out, it's actually already out, where people pretend to be, I don't know.
NPCs.
And that's exactly what they are. So go ahead and enjoy some of that. Good night.
Hi, I'm Brian. Roses. Smells nice. Oh, thank you for the lolly. Thank you for the lolly. Heart. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. Oh, thank you for the eggplant. Oh,